This is a little unexpected journey, guys. We're taking an NX 300, which is a Turbo 4. We're taking it out, and I'm going to a guest house.
In a quarter of a mile, right turn onto Davenport Street.
So you get an idea of what the navigation is going to sound like in this car. But we're going to get a little test drive and my impressions of this car and how it feels in the rain. I know I'm not going to be pushing this car to its limits in the rain. That's just crazy. But, you know, I haven't driven a whole lot of Lexus vehicles in anything other than nice and dry, perfect conditions. So, here we go. My initial impressions of the traction, this all-wheel drive traction in these conditions is very, very good. So, hold on, I'm going to try to shut up the navigation here. There's a little button on the navigation screen. You can go ahead and cancel that, the audio, which I do not need. My blind spot monitors are not going off, which is good. Visibility is not the greatest right now. You guys can kind of probably hear how loud I'm speaking to get over the rain. It's been raining 2 days straight here in Omaha. We usually don't get this monsoon-like weather here at any time of the year. It's just kind of a weird happenstance. We're in like flood warnings and all that cool stuff. And that will come up on the screen on the weather. On the NX and other modern Lexus as well, it'll say, there's a flash flood warning and blah, 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 blah. So it's kind of cool. Now, this car isn't as quiet. I mean, the road noise is super quiet, but I'm not battling the road noise today. I'm battling the rain noise. And when it's pouring down rain, I don't think there's any car that you can avoid just loud rain hitting the car. Now, it's not just the rain hitting the car at the rate that it's falling. I'm going 50 miles an hour, so you're hitting the rain pretty hard and pretty fast, and so it's really hard to get a car quiet when you're, you know, traveling through a cloud of water. I wanted to give you guys an impression of what the navigation is like. I like it quite a bit. On the left, of course, you have your normal map, and then on the right, you have like a detailed picture of, hey, there's going to be a fork in the road. You better stay right. And they give you little arrows on there to let you know, and as well as feet. So the navigation is done really well. And you can also see that, hey, there's upcoming exits that have, you know, dining. For example, Pacific Street has dining on it, and how far away that exit is. Now, you're probably going to see some bars going along on YouTube, but from my point of view, the screen is perfectly bright and rock solid. I would give this an A+, and you can also see the speed limit there on the navigation screen. So you have all the information you want. Now, I could get rid of that screen on the right and put the radio on there if I wanted to, but you know, I think this 10.3-inch screen is perfect for this size of vehicle. On some of our larger vehicles, we have the 12.3-inch, but I'm very, very pleased and happy with the resolution of the screen and the amount of details it gives you while you're driving in navigation mode. I wanted to show you guys that by default, the map is always facing north, and so I'm not a big fan of that. So you just press this button here. So here, I gotta turn up here anyways, but this is what the default looks like. It's always facing north. Obviously I'm going west here, but you press this again and then it just shows you a top-down view of where you're actually at. This is my preferred one. And then if you press it again, it zooms in and it kind of gives you a little 3D view of it. So you're not stuck in the north-facing only mode, which is nice. Now, Lexus also likes to put these little spouts. Ooh, I hope everyone's okay over there. Here, I'll give you guys a close-up encounter of someone, you know, not respecting the rain. The little CX-3 Ford Focus didn't stand a chance. Tires are probably bald as well, and they hydroplane, unfortunately. I hope everyone's okay. But we have these channels on the side of the windshield here. You can't see it because it's on the outside. But you have channels there that should channel the water over the roof of the car. Now, when it's raining fairly hard, you can see that we're getting some leakage here in the middle of the window, right there, right by kind of where the side mirror is. And that's not what should be going on. It should be channeling all that water to go straight over the roof of the car instead of the window. So that's not the best implementation. You know, I've seen it on an ES done a little bit better before. An RX is probably the best implementation of that water channeling I've seen on a Lexus vehicle. Just know that, you know, with this much water, I mean, it's raining pretty hard. With this much water, there's only so much that channel can channel over the car. I mean, it's kind of flooding overboard just a little bit. I'm gonna give you also an impression of what the speeds of the windshield wipers are like. This is the normal speed. This would be the intermittent speed, which I'm not even gonna play with right now because it's raining too hard. And then here's the stir crazy super fast speed, which I don't like. It's too fast for me. I'm really picky with my windshield wiper speeds. I want to get the least amount of strokes per water clearage. I don't know if you guys are with me on that, but I like to have it at a nice smooth speed that allows the most water to be cleared from the window. Now I turned on the rear wiper, and I hope you guys can see that in the rear view mirror there. It does a really good job, and I can see everything behind me just perfectly well. The radar cruise control is set and it's working very well. Even in the rain, it senses the car in front of it like it's not raining, so that's kind of impressive to me. I don't know how it does that, but it does it. And then you can also see displayed on the screen are my navigation, I guess, information of where I'm going. So I also want to show you guys, here I am going about 57 miles an hour, and I'm averaging about 22 to 25 miles per gallon, which is not that great. Now the weather isn't helping because there's a little bit more you know, resistance with the water on the road, as well as the water in the air. All that affects you know, miles per gallon, your efficiency in the car. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what kind of miles per gallon you would get on the highway going about 55, 60, and in adverse conditions, as well as the cruise control, guys, works really, really well. Even though it's raining extraordinarily hard for Nebraska. Here's another example of the water channels and the windshield getting a little saturated. As you can see, that line of water on the side passenger window just being a little overdone. That's unfortunate, but just giving you guys an idea, if you're going to be buying this car, hey, don't roll down your windows while you're driving and it's raining. This is the coolest thing ever. This guy's mowing the side with an arm. Has an arm of a lawnmower. I've never seen that. Let me know if you guys have seen a tractor mowing the shoulder with an extendable mower arm. That was the coolest thing ever. So I wanted to let you guys know how this car drives while hypermiling. So I'm trying to get the most miles per gallon out of this after I just told you, hey, you know, with mildly conservative driving, you're probably gonna get, you know, mid-20s on, oh, let me turn that awful noise.
South 11th Street.
Okay. Probably, you know, mid-20s on the highway, assuming you're not like flooring it all the time. But since I'm, you know, hypermiling it and just kind of babying the throttle, you can drive this car very slow and it's super, super smooth. I've never thought the NX, I mean, the NX is a great car, you know, it's fairly quiet and smooth for what it is, but when you drive it slow, it actually lets you drive it slow, and it feels like it's not out of character in any means. It's nice and buttery smooth, and that's actually probably why I prefer the hybrid. You know, you can get a lot better gas mileage out of the hybrid, and the car likes to be driven nice and smoothly and calmly. The Turbo 4, yes, you can rev this thing, and it has a good amount of power to it, but I don't know, this car just doesn't ask me to be a quick car. It asks me to be nice and smooth and chill car, and after hypermiling-ish, it's just nice and comfortable, and I'm getting really good gas mileage. I will give you that gas mileage here in a little bit once I'm finished with my drive, but it is a very smooth car if you want it to be. If you just, hey baby, take it slow, let's just go for a stroll, it lets you, and it's a very comfortable and smooth ride. Here's the eco indicator buried within the information display in the middle. I don't even know what it means. I'm guessing if you have blue bars in the middle between the eco range, that you're doing pretty well. But it's a very vague and non-descriptive indicator there. I also forget how awesome the steering feel is in the NX. The RX is way too loose and old man feeling for me. But the NX is nice and tight, and the leather steering wheel, it only comes in a leather steering wheel if you guys are wondering. It just feels A+. It's super high quality, and the steering is exceptional in the NX. So you have that going for you guys at all times.